In this video, we're going to download and install WAMP server on a Windows machine. In particular, this is a virtual machine. WAMP stands for Windows, Apache, MySQL, and PHP, and it's a really nice way to quickly get up and running with web development or a database, which is what I tend to use it for, the MySQL database and the PHP MyAdmin administrative console. So let's begin by downloading. We can simply grab the latest version. It's downloading right now, and the latest version might change from the time I'm recording this video to the time you're watching the video. So just grab the latest. Let's go ahead and let it download. And with the download complete, let's choose Open File. And we'll go through the prompts. As always, read the license agreement in great depth, and then decide whether or not you want to accept the license agreement and choose Next. Now, it's very tempting to skip over this next screen, but don't. It has some very important information. Before you can install WAMP server, you have to install some Visual C++ packages. And they're listed here as well as some notes. And one important note that is if you have a 64-bit version of Windows, you have to install the 32 and 64-bit versions of each Visual C++ package. And it has links to the packages here, and it also has links to a tool that will tell you whether or not you're up to date. And then there's kind of like one all-purpose link that shows all of the packages that you can download. So what I recommend you do now is go ahead and download these, the ones that you need, and then stop and restart the WAMP server installation. If you're curious, this is what the error message looks like if you do not have the Visual C++ redistributable packages installed. So if you see this error message, go back and take a look. Make sure you've installed all of those redistributable packages. So let me try and save you a little bit of time here. This is where I found each of these DLLs in the C++ version 2013, 2012, 2015. Those are the ones I need for my machine. Yours might be different, but maybe this will give you a bit of a head start. So I've simply downloaded them all from this page. You could download them from Microsoft directly as well. And I won't bore you with the details, but I'm going to go ahead and install each of these separately, and then I'm going to reinstall WAMP. And now we'll retry that WAMP installation. We go ahead and we put it in the root directory, which is handy if we need to do any kind of command line utilities. And I'll go ahead and choose the defaults. I made it through the installation process so far without any errors, so I believe I've installed the right C++ prerequisites. And now there's some information about how WAMP server works and MySQL. We'll go ahead and choose Next. And we'll choose Finish. Now let's go ahead and click on WAMP server. We see down here that WAMP server went from red to amber colored. And now to green. And green is good because green means that our services have started successfully. So let's go ahead and open up PHP MyAdmin. And we'll go ahead and log in. The default login for MySQL is root with no password. Naturally, you're going to want to change that very quickly, but let's go ahead and log in, and sure enough, we can see here that we have a database up and running, which is great news. We can go in and we can poke around a little bit, or we can create a table, we can create usernames and the like, but nonetheless, we see that we are able to navigate around our database very easily. Right now, it just has a few metadata tables because we haven't added any tables to it. But the fact that we can see those tables and the fact that we can run a SQL query in here indicates that our installation of WAMP was successful. For example, I can say where help topic ID equals 1, and we can choose Go. We see that we get one row in return, so sure enough, we have a database and we're able to query it. So I hope this explanation of installing WAMP was helpful, and I look forward to reading your comments. Thank you.